Color guard. Halt. Right pace. Guards post. Present colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order colors.
I get the privilege of welcoming you all to Senior Awards night. My name is Rosamond. I'm the new principal over at Rosamond High School. And I think I'm a little unworthy of this because I snuck in at the tail end of our seniors' life history, and for that I feel really bad. But I really enjoyed having hung out with them for the past couple of months. And for that, I appreciate the time that they've given me. I appreciate all the parents and loved ones that are here, and I appreciate especially this group over here to my left, which is going to provide some acknowledgments to the hard work of all these seniors. I'm indeed grateful for one particular person tonight, Dina, who has jumped through hoops amazingly because there's been a little baby born. Our counselor is a grandma recently, so Dina took over for us and kind of threw everything together, and she's been doing a wonderful job. Once again, I've asked staff members, I've talked to them, I've asked them to tell me what they've thought about the seniors, not just what I've seen, but what they've recognized, and they said they know what they're doing. And another example of them knowing what they're doing and what their plans are in the future is that little insert that you have with the little, since I'm a boy, I'm going to call it green. I don't know what official color it is. We can ask our ladies next to us. But look at that. They've got plans. They've got focuses. They've got dreams. And that right there proves that this senior class is special. That's what I've been keep telling you guys. This is what they're telling me. But at this time, I get a distinct opportunity to thank you all for being here. And then to start our program with our Scholastic Awards. He's volunteered at the Grace Resource Center. He plans on going to USC, and he's planning on doing something which I could never imagine in the philosophy of engineering, biomedical or something like that. It's about me. I'm just a principal. This guy's going to be making a fortune in the future, or just loving life. Currently, he holds a 4.21, and it's my opportunity to introduce David Velasquez. Assistant Principal for the presentation of Chivalric.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our valedictorian winners, and I have 4 recipients. If you can all stand up here while I read your name. Anthony Hernandez. Cameron Presgrove. Madeline Barnett. And Isabel Kirsch. Now these 4 have done an outstanding job all year long. They've got bright plans for the future, and I want to congratulate them, and let's congratulate them all. Yeah. Good job, guys.
And tonight we are going to honor our 3.0 GPA and above. These students have worked hard all year. And if you have had a 3.0 GPA or higher, will you please stand? You know who you are. Let's give them a round of applause. They've done a good job.
Thank you. I'm Sergeant Johnson from the Air Force Junior ROTC here at Rosamond High School. And what I'm going to present, first of all, is going to be for the cadets that are current and former cadets who have spent 2 years in the Air Force Junior ROTC program. And first of all is Cadet Aguayo. Cadet Greg. Cadet Szymanski. And Cadet Witten, who is not here. And I have one young man, Cadet Reyes, who already received his certificate, but he should come up anyways. Next, I have the cadets who have been with the program 3 or 4 years. And Hannah is not here. We have Cadet Aguayo. And Cadet Aguayo is our group commander for Junior ROTC this year. Cadet Aroha. Let's see, Cadet Ortega, is he here? Oh, there he is, Cadet Ortega. He's been with us for 4 years. And our group commander for the first semester is Cadet Struthers.
Good evening, my name is Sergeant Ochoa, like she said. The awards we're presenting today are for the Distinguished Athlete Award, Scholastic Achievement Award, and one for Music Excellence. The first one is Distinguished Athlete Award for the males, David Velasquez. Next, we have our Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. That goes to Christina Manning. Our next award is for Scholastic Excellence. That goes to Isabel Kirsch.
The U.S. Army and the U.S. Army Reserve, we would like to award the National Scholar and Athlete Award to Celeste McElroy. And for the males, Byron Gregg.
Before I present the CIF Southern Section Academic Athlete of the Year, we had $1,000 sitting in our RHS Athletic Scholarship Fund. So the 4 athletes that were just recognized for the Marines and the Army will receive $250 each from the RHS Athletic. The award I have to present is for the CIF Southern Section Male and Student Athlete of the Year. These students have to meet stringent requirements such as a minimum 3.5 grade point average unweighted for their sophomore, junior, and senior years. They also have to be involved in multiple athletic groups and in extracurricular activities. Our male student athlete of the year is David Velasquez. And our female student athlete of the year is Cameron Pressgrove.
I had the pleasure of presenting all of these awards, and so I'm going to start with my group. These students not only have talent, but they completed every assignment that I asked them to above and beyond what I asked, and so for that, I have Sierra Rosamond. Their last names too much, so I might mess these up. Emma Alvarado, Maddie Barnett, Ronald Williams Jr., Marco Vermia. For the drama, for advanced drama, I have Anthony Ramirez. Allison Newman. Allison Alverdi. Brian Gregg. For Advanced Stage Tech, Hannah Roki. For Beginning Stage Tech, George, I was worried about his last name. And into the music and color guard for Rosamond High School color guard, Alicia Del Toro. And for Rosamond High School band, Joshua Aguirre.
Okay, I have 2 awards. One's for excellence in accounting and in Spanish 4. So the first recipient, Sierra Romo, for excellence in accounting. And the second, I'm going to have a chance to practice my Spanish here. Excelencia en la clase de Español 4, Javier Maza.
I have 2 awards today. This is for the Advanced Placement English Literature class. And all year, these 2 young men have had the highest grade point average in my classes for the longest period of time. So the first one is Fernando Diaz. I think that when Fernando entered the English class, he thought that English was sort of a fringe subject, but he really warmed up to it through the year and became a really good writer. David Velasquez.
Is actually the easiest of all of them. And it goes to someone who works the hardest, who tries the most, and probably doesn't like English very much because it's very hard. And I am so proud of this person because she exemplifies what hard work and stick-to-itiveness is. So Caitlin Hammond, would you come get my... These others were highly competitive. All of these students have a 96% or higher, and that's how I had to decide because I really can't make these decisions. Cameron Pressgrove, I'm sorry you have to hobble up here again. And I'm going to go through the names and make them stay up here. Sierra Romo. Isabel Kirsch. Dakota Siamis. Byron Gregg. And not for anyone to be slighted, but I have a little gift for this last person. I owe her, because in 8th grade, a snake crawled across her foot. It was April Fool's Day, and when I called the office to let them know there was a snake in my classroom, they ignored me because they thought I was just a prankster. I don't know why. And so nobody came. I secured my students. I called again. I said, really, I need a custodian with a shovel. There's a snake in here. The principal came in with a stick of surprise. When he realized there was a snake, he freaked out. He called the office. They still thought we were pranking. They sent a box with no ends. So Sophie, come on up here because we owe you one. Why, Sophie? Give them a hand, they're pretty good. Yeah.
How you guys doing? Okay, I'm gonna recognize a couple of my students, and then Miss Reader is gonna recognize some of her students. The first award I'm giving is for Most Improved in Mathematics. This is one of the students I had last year in trigonometry, and he would have moments of brilliance, but they were few and far between in trig. I let him into calculus with the exception that he would have to work very hard to succeed. And he is one of only 5 students in the class right now with an A, and that's Javier Maza. Here in that award. The next student I want to recognize, I'm recognizing him for a stupendous achievement in AP Calculus. He's also going to be getting a recognition for participating in Mathletes. My Mathletes have to come to school once a week before school even starts. They have to show up at 7 a.m. for a half-hour practice, and then before every competition, they have to come every day for a week to get ready for our competitions. We compete every month. And this is Ivan Lopez. Ivan also has the distinction of having the highest grade in my AP Calculus class. And probably the only time he's going to be in second place today, the second highest grade in my AP Calculus class. I want to recognize for outstanding achievement in AP Calculus. He's also one of my Mathletes, and he gets something that's really nerdy. He gets a Mathletes letter. Now, this is a lot more prestigious than any athletic letter because we only give it to 15 Mathletes in our whole league of 12 schools. It's not like if you're on the varsity team, you get the letter. Only 15 kids in the whole 12 league team get it, and this is for David Velasquez.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for interrupting, but today is a special day. It is Mr. Schrader's birthday. So, if we could sing happy birthday on the count of 3, that would be great. All right, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Schrader. Happy birthday to you.
For superior achievement in AP Calculus, I've really enjoyed having him in my classes for the last 3 years. That's Anthony Hernandez. Okay, it demonstrates 4 qualities. Unusual and sustained interest in mathematics. The student I'm going to recognize wasn't actually in my class this year, so he came in the mornings to get ready for the second year AP Calculus test, which he took, and I'm pretty sure he did very well on it. We won't find out until July. So he has sustained interest in mathematics. Demonstration of creativity in the application of mathematical concepts. Outstanding achievement in mathematics coursework. And excellence as demonstrated in competition. This student was our highest scoring mathlete this year and came in 3rd in the league, and that is Byron Gregg.
As some of you might be aware, we had a brand new class at Rosamond High School this year. It was AP Statistics, and I was the lucky one who got to develop the curriculum and teach this new course. And there were 2 students in particular of the 11 that completed that stood out, really helped not only me but the entire class. They're the kind of students that you read their test first to make sure that your answer key is correct. Those 2 students are David Velasquez and Ivan Lopez. And I just want to
privilege of being able to give out 5 awards, many of them for classes that I'm not teaching this year. We have awards for AP Biology, for Physics, for improvement in Physics, and for improvement in Chemistry. You'll have to bear with me after that. I've got a small request to ask of you, about 90 seconds of your time. Somebody back there knows what's coming with this, and you will be highly entertained by science, believe it or not. For the 2 awards in academic excellence for AP Biology, we have Sophie Shereshkov and Alicia Del Toro. For the academic excellence in physics, somebody who you've seen up here a few times, we've got Anthony Hernandez. For improvement in physics, somebody who has stuck with it for 2 years in the class to make up a grade and has done absolutely excellent his 2nd year in the class. A good role model for others who have struggled through hard science classes. We have Fernando Salinas. For the same kind of scenario in chemistry, somebody who put forth 2 years of effort for the course, struggled an awful lot last year, and then absolutely has aced the class this year. For improvement in chemistry, Jonathan Alvarez. Entertain us in front of the class, some of them, 2 of them, 4 of them did not want to do this in front of the class. I've offered a song for them to sing. You guys know what's coming. Tom Lair, a Harvard professor, went on the road for a while back in the 1970s, and he sang an Element song. Some of you are aware of this song. The guy who plays Harry Potter has done it on TV before. I asked the young man who did this for me in class yesterday if he would, or 2 days ago, if he would please do this as an entertainment for you guys tonight, to show that it is not impossible to memorize this song. He raised his grade 6% by doing this extra credit and popped himself into an A. So I'm proud to pronounce or announce Juan Banuelos. He is going to entertain you.
Hi guys. Good evening. Like Mr. Action said, I'm about to sing a song right now. Right? You know, I'm not that good of a voice, so no judging, please. All right. 1, 2. All right, now I'll start. All right. Okay. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, rhenium, nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, elastinium, osmium, acetine, radium, gold, protactinium, vanadium, gallium, and iodine, thorium, thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, terbium, actinium, rubidium, water, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, bismuth, chromium, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Okay, and then he goes. You guys entertained?
We're going to introduce the outstanding students of our classes. We selected the top 2. Every one of them are so great, we should have picked all of them, but we're going to start with the honors, government and economics. Christina Manning. Anthony Hernandez. And now for government and economics. Crystal Struthers. And Raul Aguilar. from Brazil. Gabby Zavala. Dakota Sierras. Laura Ayala. Ryan Gray. Jessica Magoo. And Fernando Salinas. Let's give them another round of applause.
Okay, Ricky Webb. Ricky Webb started as a TA and did more than most others did. She was a TA and started working. She's not supposed to work. She's just supposed to show up. That's what she's supposed to do. Ricky started working. So I'm really impressed by that because she amazed me. Along with doing all her work, she did additional work. So good job, Ricky. Herbert Escobar. Herbert. All right, Herbert is up there with Eric. They want to work in cars and build cars. Very good student. Knows a lot. Herbert has learned a lot. Well, I don't know about learning a lot. He knew a lot already, but there's some few things he added to it he already knew. Good job, Herbert. Maddie Barnett. Okay, Maddie does all the work all the time. Mr. Ross, I need to get it done because I have other things to do. So she always do her work, get it out of the way, and get an A doing it. Good job, Maddie. Fernanda Diaz. Frizzy. Fernanda Diaz, better known as Frizzy. Frizzy always gets an A+, no matter what. You tell him one time, he gets it, A+, A+ student. Good job, Frizzy. Andrea, you get it. Andrea is a very good student. Andrea gets it done, knows it well, and do the job well. I'm impressed by her work. Andrea is a really good student. She knows that. I tell her all the time. Good job, Andrea. Joseph Sakari. Joey, I'm impressed by him because Joey knows the answer. If Joey doesn't know the answer, he look at the question and say, Mr. Rallis, let's just put this together. He comes up with an answer. Never understood how to get the answers, but he comes up with it, he gets it right. Good job, Joey. Darlene Pacheco. Darlene here? Okay, Darlene is all my TAs, working TA. Darlene works up and above. Janice, another of my TAs, impressed me, does all my work, and started her own project, which she didn't have to do. So she went over and above her job. Good job, Janine. Thank you.
They have a child city outside of Chicago, about 40 miles west of Chicago, a full staff school, sports, activities, everything. They have about 200 students there, and they take them from anywhere from babies all the way up to juniors and seniors in high school, and mentor them, teach them. They live on campus, and most of them turn out real well. And also Moose has another organization, or another place down in Orange Park, Florida, for seniors. It's got a full medical facility down there where seniors can be retired and just enjoy life. We started the scholarship fund several years ago, and it's hard to get a lot of money to give away, but we managed to scrape up $600. And out of all the contestants or applications, I would like to award this to Shannon Cobbett. I want to say congratulations.
Both of these people up here quite a few times. First award goes to David Velasquez. And it's $1,000. It'll help you out at USD. The second one is Ivan Lopez. UCLA, I think, right? It's actually named after a former staff member, Betsy Ross, and she used to harangue and harass teachers to donate money to the scholarship, and I've taken up that honor and badger my colleagues to donate money. The first award is to Ivan Lopez. Sorry. You know, I purposely waited till he sat down to call him back up just so he can have some exercise. I'd also like to acknowledge Mr. Patrick Reeder. He's one of our board members, and he made a sizable donation to the Staff Scholarship Fund. It's my understanding that he has been donating his board money that he gets for volunteering. So we're proud that we can present some of that to our students. The second award goes to Laura Ayala.
Good evening. We are here to present a $500 CSF scholarship, and we feel that this person greatly deserved it. So we are very happy to present this scholarship to David Velasquez.
The last few weeks we were really busy. The first scholarship I'm presenting is for Rotary. And some of you may not know that the Rotary Club of Rosamond is part of the Rotary International. Rotary International is a global club. And some years ago, the club decided to take on the eradication of polio. Now, a lot of you don't know what polio is anymore, but some of those of you around my age, you remember how devastating polio was. And we are this close from eradicating polio off the face of this earth. Our first scholarship, and I'm really proud to do this, the scholarship committee took into consideration your 4.2 GPA, volunteer commitments, which include Red Cross blood drives, student tutoring, and assistance at Grace Resource Center, as well as your leadership skills and financial need. Your letter of recommendation stated that David has more leadership capacity than any student I have ever taught, and that you are at the top of your class as a scholar. The Rotary Club of Rosamond is thrilled to announce that you have been chosen as a recipient of a $500 scholarship, David Velasquez. Many of you know Dr. Robert Shear, the former superintendent of the Southern Kern Schools, and many of you probably knew Kay, his wife, and she passed away. And so, in her memory, he's donated through the Rotary Club the $500 scholarship. And the scholarship committee took into consideration your motivation and financial need. Your letter of recommendation stated, following a personal crisis, Kirsten transferred to Rare Earth High School. She worked hard to overcome her situation and to transfer back to the comprehensive Rosamond High School. This is a feat that few alternative education students ever accomplish. The Rotary Club of Rosamond is thrilled to announce that you have been chosen as a recipient of the $500 Kay Shear Memorial Scholarship, Kirsten Kutzman.
I have a few scholarships to award tonight. The first one is our Cash for College scholarship. And this scholarship is given to a student who has demonstrated perseverance who has pursued financial aid with all their heart. This student showed up to Cash for College night and was always on top of the questions that she needed to ask to complete her FAFSA, and it gives me great pleasure to award this $1,000 scholarship to Lindsay Rodriguez. The next scholarship I have is a performance-based Cash for College scholarship. This scholarship is in the amount of $2,000, and the full amount is given as the student progresses through college, and the recipient is Holly Ann Thorne. Beyond the Cash for College scholarships, I'm also awarding 2 scholarships for the San Joaquin Achievers Networks. And these are for students who have shown perseverance in their studies and efforts to succeed after high school at community colleges, CSUs, or UCs. They are in the amount of $1,000 to $3,000 based on financial need. And these are both going to 2 gentlemen you're probably familiar with at this point, Ivan Lopez and David Velasquez.
Scholarship was they have to have a 3-point GPA or higher, play at least one sport, and be active in the community. And tonight, Marshall was a former student killed by a drunk driver, and her mom and dad asked that I give this to Margarita Gordiano.
Good evening. My name is Jesse Navarez. I'm here to present two $1,000 scholarships on behalf of Terrigen Power. We are the wind farm located near Mojave. Terrigen is a proud member of the community and very excited to provide these academic scholarships opportunities. All of the applicants that were received showed academic excellence. Your parents and administration should be commended for their commitment to you. As part of the selection process, we asked the applicants to answer the following question. Why is renewable energy vital to the United States and how does it affect me? Our first recipient states, renewable energy is an important part of our developing society. We are constantly developing new forms of technology and transportation that require use of some form of energy. This bright young student participated in track and field, dance club, drama club, and a member of the marching band while maintaining a 4.2 GPA. Our first recipient is Anthony Hernandez. Our next recipient stated the following: it is vital that we use renewable energy so that our energy sources can have a lower environmental impact than the obsolete energy sources. Our next recipient participated in student government, track and field, mathletes, and also maintained a 4.2 GPA. And he needs new shoes because he's been up here a few times. Mr. David Velasquez.
It's a great pleasure to give this student this award. He has worked hard all 4 years that he has been here. He's made our school proud, and Chapter 587 of the CSEA Union would like to give a $1,000 scholarship to Anthony Hernandez. I'm back for one more. Tonight we're giving the Kathy Reeder Memorial Scholarship. She was a former employee and has passed, and she had a nickname for me because I was a student here while she was working. And Mr. Reeder knows what it is, but we're not going to say. If you want to know, maybe you can ask him. But if you come to school and tell me what my nickname was, you're in big trouble. There's fines for all of you. Got it? It is with great pleasure that I give Ms. Sophie Cherishkoff this award tonight.
All that while battling courageously type 1 diabetes. So our annual alumni game and baseball clinic supports the scholarship and the battle against type 1 diabetes, and we'd like to thank all of you for supporting that, and also the Rosamond Community Queens this year who raised $1,000 to help. This year we've chosen two recipients that model Brett's passion for sports, diligence in academics, community involvement, faith, perseverance in adversity, and a desire to continue on education. And we hope to help these students take their first step towards their future. Our first recipient is a 4-year Rosamond softball player, a member on the principal's honors roll, a Little League coach, ASB officer, and plans to attend college to pursue a career as a nurse practitioner, and that's Shannon Cobbett. And our second recipient is a 4-year Rosamond baseball player, having not previously played baseball prior to high school.
He has excelled to become an all-league selection, a Larry Lake All-Star selection, and has also been selected to play summer collegiate baseball with the Major League Baseball Academy. His hard work ethic, character, and diligence are known to all who know him, and he is one of the finest individuals I have ever had the pleasure to coach, and that's Evan Tusinian.
I guess it's always good to give someone else's money, so he probably didn't mind. Mrs. Blessing is here to give several awards, and I will let her tell you what all of those are.
From the University of Southern California, David Velasquez.
Class advisors, Ms. Charlene Taylor and Mrs. Deanne Sletland. They've done a fabulous job. And if I could have Charlene Taylor come to the podium, please. Okay, guys. I'm not a very good speaker. I always cry. But first of all, I would like to thank our board members for coming. Mario Gutierrez, Pat Reeder, and Jeff Weinstein. If you guys could stand. Take the time to come. Also, I'd like to thank all the parents, and I'd like to have the parents stand that had helped me glitter glue and did all kinds of things in my house that my husband's very upset about. So if you could stand. Children. 152, I started out with none. I had one, Emily, and now I have 152. But I'd like to thank you guys for being respectful to me and Miss Wetland both, and also for making a really good senior year for my daughter Emily.
Well, Mr. Rooney, it's always a great time to give awards to deserving young kids and see them off, and this is your life's work, even though you weren't here for this whole time, these kids coming, but what does it feel like on a day like this?
This is a reward day, like a holiday or a payday. Anytime you see this, you see the excitement, the rewards, the kids we've always been telling, you know, trust me, it's worth it in the future. But this is where the kids actually see the benefits, the camaraderie, their excitement, a certificate or money, it doesn't matter what they get recognized, and they need that. So this is a definite reward day for a principal.
Well, congratulations, keep up the good work in face of it all.
It's a great graduating class, they really are.
Good.